Hi, good evening, traders. 31st of August 2021, Tuesday evening. This marks the end of another calendar month's trade, and what a day it was. And I was thinking yesterday evening that considering that the index has given a wonderful 224 points move on a Monday, it'll probably take some time to consolidate. How wrong was I? Because today the index just kind of opened and continued from where it left yesterday with 179 points gain, a little over 1%. We spoke about the psychological 17k mark yesterday. Remember this 75-minute chart wherein we drew this flag and flags fly half mast. So we should be looking at the 17,000 psychological level, and well, the index did test, breach above that, and just very comfortably extended another 130 points on the upside. Since it has taken out that 16k mark, you will notice that the index have kind of shown pretty good consistency on the upside. Now, what we have over here on the daily charts is an index closing at 17,122. Strong two candles back to back, Monday, Tuesday, closing almost near the highest point of the day. And thanks to this movement since the lows of 16,352, the current market price, the average range of the candles have increased. Now, earlier from a, let's say, low ranged uptrending market, the Nifty has now slowly shifted and shifting towards a high ranged uptrend. I will not use the word high volatility because the volatility is tending more towards on the upside. There is barely any intraday volatility per se, but the range has definitely increased on an average as well as absolute day-to-day basis. What does this mean? This means that very soon we are hitting a consolidation. Now, when the underlying trend momentum is so strong, it's very difficult to predict how soon we are going to hit a consolidation. It can be 17,200, 17,500, who knows. But for the long traders, especially short-term traders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day kind of traders, index probably will not give the best of opportunities in terms of risk reward. We have to look for other sectors and stocks. To conclude the view on Nifty, there is no change. The trend is up. The momentum is there. If you even look at the shorter time frame, which is 75-minute, the momentum indicators are just stretched on the upside, and there are no signs of any technical rationale that it is tired as of now. As I create this video, SGX is down 33 points, 17,092. That doesn't matter too much. That's not a big fall at all by any means. So from a short-term perspective, of course, the previous highs should tend to work as short-term supports if the index decides to correct at all. And in this case, we are looking at this one. We are looking at this zone, which is around 16,700, 750 kind of levels, which is pretty far off because the index has moved quite sharply over the last 2 days. So on the downside, the index has some room to give away and create momentum on the upside. So ride the trend, make the most out of it. Most of the sectors, if you can see on my right hand side over here, I have all the NSE indices. The pocket that disappointed was the bank Nifty or the banking stocks. We can see that it has created a doji or spinning top kind of a candlestick pattern on the daily time frame. Yes, it gave us that breakout, and yes, this is a sign of consolidation. But if you look at the 12 stocks which makes up the bank Nifty, it's very nicely divided. 6 stocks negative, 6 stocks positive. The good thing about the fact that the positive stocks are the ones which matters to the index. These are the heavyweight. The ones which posted negative do not carry much weightage at all. So going forward, it is crucial, it is important that the Bank Nifty continues to play a role. And yes, in that aspect, these 6 names are enough. If you're a short-term trader, I would suggest only focus on these 6 names, which is Axis, Bank of Baroda, ICICI, HDFC, SBI, and down here, Kotak Bank. Apart from that, if we look at the NSE indices, consumer durables and FMCG has given a nice move, and this is likely to continue. ITC was a stock which finally gave a move today. Fingers crossed that it continues to do good. But pharmaceuticals did fairly well. In fact, auto also, a downtrending counter, closed pretty decent. So most of the sectoral participation did come in today's trade. Amongst the top stocks, it is Reliance and Tata Motors which closed negative, and the rest all did positive. Now, Reliance had a great run. We've been talking about Reliance since last week, and it did test its previous swing high, and it's very likely to cool off now. It's a strong trending counter, but Tata Motors is not. Autos are not. So autos may find it a little difficult to continue from here on at the rate which the other stocks like iBank or Axis Bank or Reliance have. Today's stock amongst this list is definitely Bharti Airtel. Hands down, no doubt about it. Big move indeed. In fact, if I tally it up and take a look at the weekly, on my left hand side is the weekly, on my right hand side is the daily chart, we already have an 11.8%, almost a 12% bounce back from the stock. Those who have this stock in their long-term portfolio continue to hold on to it. The long-term charts have improved significantly, and we will see significant upsides from this stock in the next few years. Now that's from a long-term investment play. For short-term traders, wait for such corrections. Do not chase breakouts. Range has expanded. Markets are also getting themselves in the stretched zone. So always wait for a short-term correction. And in this case for Bharti Airtel, the immediate support to watch for would be that 635, 640 mark. I'll wrap it up today's view by saying that maintain a bullish bias. If the markets come off 50, 100, 150, even 200 points, those we should approach as opportunities to go for long trades rather than changing the view and reversing the trend unless proven wrong. So continue a bullish bias and do not try to pick the top. This is not the market where we should try to pick the top at all. We can go short in weak stocks, weak sectors. I just showed Tata Motors, and the other auto stocks are possible, but do not try to sell or short strong stocks and strong sectors. All right. Midweek tomorrow, Wednesday, and a start of a new month's trade. So all the best. Trade well.